Ace Attorney is a franchise that has a lot of memorable characters. In fact, I would say that pretty much all of them are memorable in their own way, with a few exceptions. And I am going to see just how true that statement is today by being shown the court record photo for every single character in the 10 main Ace Attorney games and attempting to name every character. So let's see how easy or difficult this is. Okay, so we got the 4 quizzes here. We got the original trilogy, the sequel trilogy, Investigations, and the Greatest Attorney. This is the order I played them in, so I'm just going to do them in that order. Predictions before it starts. The original trilogy I'll have no problem with. I've played through it twice, whereas every other game I've just played through once. And I think I'll probably struggle most with Investigations, especially Investigations 1, just because it didn't grip me like most of the other games did. And I think I'll be fine with the sequel trilogy except for the spelling of the Qur'an names, because they're kind of crazy, so that'll be a lot of trial and error. But let's just get started. I'm going to try to do this as quick as I can, but I'm not going to like speed run it, so if there's something I want to stop and say, I will do. So let's go. Let's start off with D. Vasquez. I'm actually just going to check if you can just type in their surname and that works. So if I just do Von Karma, that doesn't work. Okay, you need their full name. Perfect, right, that's good to know. So that is Jake Marshall. Sometimes I get him and Neil mixed up, just the names. Bellboy, yeah. I hope he didn't have a proper name. Kane Ballard, very boring victim. Like, do you even ever hear him speak? I don't think so. You just kind of hear that he's also dead. Marvin Grossberg. Bruce Goodman. Larry Butts, of course. Never get that one wrong. Morgan Fay. Viola Cadaverini. Yeah, Violetta was also in my head. Oh, do you just want Mo? Is Lawrence Curls not his name? Director. Hottie. I hope he doesn't have. Yeah, I hope he doesn't have a first name because that's all I know him as. Or Hickfield. Damon Gant. That's the absolute man. Winston Payne. John Armstrong. Who's this guy? I'm not sure. Never heard of him. Bikini. It's good typing. Penny Nichols. I've heard a lot of hate for Penny Nichols, saying she's like a boring character and whatever, but I actually think she's kind of perfect for what she's needed for. I don't really see her as boring. I don't understand the hate for her. I'm a Penny Nichols fan. Mia Fey. I mean, obviously she's somewhat a filler character, but she's good at what she does. You know, I've no problem with her at all. Missile. That is Richard Wellington. Best culprit ever. Smartest one, probably. And I don't mean Shelley the Killer. I mean Richard Wellington. Benjamin Woodman. Terry Falls. Swan Corrida. And Jack Hammer. Oh, that's cool. They're kind of the same person in my head, and they came one after the other. Steve Furio Tigre. I wonder if anyone even watches this, if anyone that is watching this could tell me, was he ever referred to as Don Tigre? Because for quite a while that's what his name was in my head, until I remembered, wait, it's actually not, it's Furio. But then I looked back and I couldn't actually find him ever being referred to as Dawn, so I don't know where I got that from. Okay, yeah, I don't really know between her and Eenie Meenie which one's which, but that was just lucky. April, May. Ron Delight. Polly. Gregory. That almost stumped me just for a second, because I picture Gregory as how he appears in Turnabout Legacy. He just looks slightly different, so that's what Gregory is in my head, so that nearly tripped me up for a second. Doug Swallow. Trelo Quest. That creep. Max Galactica. Yeah, as I said, the original trilogy I think will be just smooth sailing for me, really. This is basically just getting it out of the way to get to the more difficult stuff that I think I'll probably struggle with. I think most Ace Attorney fans would struggle with, or would get the original trilogy characters fairly easily. Leon. Look at me. Dustin Prince, very forgettable character. I think I probably would have forgotten his name if it wasn't for the fact that it's a fantastic pun. Other than that, Impacts or Impacts? Yeah, I always thought it was Impacts. Yeah, if it wasn't for the fact that Dustin Prince's name was so great, he would just not even exist in my mind. Pearl Fay. Other than the man that's stealing Gumshoe's girl. They were dating, right? Red, white. Maya Fay. Neil Marshall. Victor Kudo. Yana Yogi. Turner Gray. Shoo. He gotta be the main character of the series, right? Never mind, it might be money. Frank Sawit. I always just call him Frank Sawit in my head, so I never put two and two together that that was a pun. Obviously, I guess at the time when I first played it, I didn't know there were going to be pun names. So, Glenn Elg as well. He's a fantastic victim. My favorite part. I didn't really love Turnabout Recipe, but probably my favorite part of the case was just finding out more about Glenn Elg and his backstory. Just judge you. More about Glenn Elg and his backstory, because you kind of just go into detail that you don't really ever go into about any victims that isn't, you know, like a finale victim that is someone you already knew throughout the game, you know? So yeah, I really enjoyed that aspect. Oh, Valerie. Okay, just 7 more here. I wonder if I can get this done by 7 minutes. But, come on. Will Powers. Angel Star. Come on. 10 seconds. Joe Dark. Ah, oh, come on. Long name. Okay. Okay, just over 7 minutes for the original trilogy. That's to be expected. Everything right. I'm glad I haven't screwed up yet, so let's just move on to the sequel trilogy. Yeah, this will be, I think, pretty much okay. Probably difficult in parts. Will be a couple of characters, maybe from Time Traveler. I wasn't particularly invested in that. And then the Korean names I'm going to struggle with, but apart from that, I think I should be okay here. That is... oh. Jack Shipley? Okay. That scared me for a second. Magnifi Grammari. How do you pronounce that? Grammari? Grammari? Zach Grammari? Or Shaddy Smith? I wonder if Shaddy Smith works. Yeah, okay. Oh, this guy. This might be my least favorite character in the entire thing. A useless guy talking in bloody riddles when he's about to die. Like, complete waste of time. Solomon Starbuck. Or that's the word Black Clover, right? Yeah. Okay, so I've noticed that the people from Apollo Justice Ace Attorney are in smaller pictures, I guess, because that's a DS game. Rather than a 3DS game, so the pictures are smaller, so that, if there is anyone, that's Amara, not Garan. That's good that I remember that it's Amara, because I cannot remember. Is that right? Yeah, because I cannot remember what they had her called as, like, Rafa's assistant. That's gonna annoy me now, what she was going around calling us. Oh, I'm shocked, that's right. Pot roll. Oh, rat roll. Yeah, okay. Ellen Wyatt? Oh, I think the time traveler people might stump me a little bit. That's pure snickety. That's easy enough. I don't think it'll actually be that bad. Alita Tiala. Roger Ratton's incredible villain. Plonko? Or Ponko, one of the two. Yeah. Damien Tenma. Oh, that's cute that they're next to each other. Christoph. Yeah, the smaller pictures will probably help me out. I mean, I don't think anyone will really stump me enough from that game, but if there is, at least I can get that that little hint. Azura Summers. She died in Reclaimed, right? Herman Crab. Simon Blackwell. He might be my favourite prosecutor. I don't know, I haven't actually put any thought into it. But I think he probably is. Drew. Or Sedgeworth, of course. Yeah, it's one of the two. Or Godot. Godot's fantastic as well. It's not Nayuta, I know that much. Aristophanes. Oh! Speak of the annoying guy. Nayuta Sadmadi. Okay, yeah, that's lucky. No, I've done it. Uendo. That's Taifu. Tonaido. I would have been screwed if they would have had me doing all of his alter egos, Uendo's alter egos, or whatever you'd call them. That I would have really struggled. Like, Olga Orley. That's Ponko. Another thing, I really love Turnabout Storyteller. I see it get Palmeractus. I see it get so much hate. Did I not just do that? Oh. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, it just hasn't loaded yet. Bucky Wet. Speaking about Storyteller. I love Storyteller. Kitaki. I think it gets a lot of hate, and I understand that it's fairly unrelated to the rest of the game, but considering the sheer amount of lore that you get and just information dumps that you get in both The Rite of Turnabout and Revolution, I think it's the perfect Rob. I think it's the perfect just kind of takeaway from that, to just have a really fun case to solve with fun characters. Here's one of them, Jerry, and just kind of not be stressed for that time, you know. I think it's, and I just really enjoyed it. I think it's perfect and perfectly placed as well, which are kind of the two problems that people have with it. People think it's badly placed and just not that interesting, but I think it's the opposite of both. It's one of my favourite like filler cases in the franchise. Gasping Pain. I mean, I really like Spirit of Justice. I really like Spirit of Justice just more than I think most. It's probably my third favourite game. Oh my goodness, I can't believe that. That is a big time saver. Marlon Rhymes. Well, I hope I don't need to give this guy his full name. Oh, okay. Thank goodness. It's Rafa. Like, honestly, I really like Rafa as well. And I see her get a lot of hate, especially in that, I think it's during the Rite of Turnabout, where she's kind of your assistant, but she's kind of just looking over you and she doesn't like you. I really enjoyed that dynamic. Sasha Buckler. I really enjoyed Reclaim too. It's a really light-hearted one. I thought it was going to be so stupid when I saw you're defending an Orca, but it was really good. It kind of reminds me of, it was kind of like an apology for Big Top, because when you think about it, it's a fairly similar story, but it's just done right and is actually enjoyable, and it just shows what Big Top could have been. Tarustini. Florent Rebel. Another thing, Monstrous Turnabout's definitely not one of my favourite. And Florent, I didn't actually, I guess I just wasn't looking during the intro or something, but I did not see that in the intro they showed Florent being the killer, right? So I went into it without the knowledge of it, because that's, you know, a big critique that some people have of it, is that, you know, you get shown the killer. I did not see that, and I can tell you it's still boring. Still my second least favourite case ever. And that was without knowing that it was definitely Florent. I mean, I guessed, but, you know, you can guess for a lot of cases, right? Okay. I can't think of... That's Betty and Bonnie's the nice one. I don't think there's going to be anyone else here that I'm going to struggle with, so I think I'm going to have 100%... Yeah, I think I'm going to have a 100% record going into investigations, where I think that's where that'll probably end. That's Bonnie. I don't know if it's Y or IE. Yeah, it's Y. Okay. Yeah. My bad. Mattis. Sykes. Selena Sprocket or Celine? I'll try both. Okay, Selena does. Winfred Gitsaki. Yeah. Or do I have to do Thalassa? No, it does that for me. Dumas. Okay. Spurry? Yeah. I think that's... Yeah. Okay. That, I'm somewhat shocked at that. I thought there'd be maybe someone from Time Traveler that would screw me, but no. By the way, for Investigations 2 characters, I'm going to be doing the original translation in names. Although I'm going to try Simon Keys here and see if it works. Yeah, okay, you can do it. I'm going to be doing the official translations, because that's when I first played the game, just half a year ago odd, when it was localized, because I only got back into the series last year, last July, so, and that's the only time I've actually played anything past the original trilogy, so. Portsman? Okay. Verity, Gavale. Delicious, boom. Or Scone. Excelsius, Winner. Carmelo Gusto. Yep. K. Faraday. Artie Frost. Or Paul Halik. Oh, yeah. Samson Tangaroa. I wonder what his name was in the fan translation. If anyone knows, let me know in the comments. Because most of the others I've heard them being said in like YouTube videos or whatever, but I don't think I've ever heard Samson's name. Like you got Catherine Hall and like Courtney. Never mind. And Sebastian DeVest and stuff like that, so yeah, let me know what Samson Tangaroa's name is, and if there's any characters that stayed the same, like the original or the official translators were like, nah, name's too good, we should just keep it. Okay. I don't know what this guy's real name is. I've no idea. That's a shame. Budhead Harma Canis. That is a shame. What is that guy's name? Who the hell is that? She won't lying. He's the guy that broke into the embassy, obviously, but I don't even. It's not even a case of, oh, it's in the back of my mind somewhere. I'll come back to it. I just don't know. I've no idea. I really hope that doesn't end up being like the only one that I don't know. Never mind. He's got someone to join him. Please let me just do body double. So, Daejun Wang. Daejun Wang. Okay, that, yeah. See, that was a, oh, this guy. This quirked up son of a bitch and his extraterritorial rights. Get out of my face. I don't want to look at you ever again. Seriously. Eustace Winner. Lansamana? Yeah. Helmet. Like Helmet Marco, the guy for Red Bull, that's how that helped me remember that. Sheena? I wonder if Callisto U would have worked for that. Ruda Tenero? Yeah. I actually really like Ruda Tenero. Now talking about people I didn't like. This guy right here. So annoying. Talking about people I did like. Eddie Fender. And what a great pun name as well. Like, that's incredible. I wonder what his fan translation name was. Akby Hicks. Akby Hicks. Just maybe no C. Ah, okay. Had me questioning that I'd even remembered it because it is a very forgettable character. Burn Faraday. Colin Devery. What was the... He obviously went by a name before you found out that was his real name, which I should be probably what I remember him as, to be fair. But I don't remember him. Unless that is the name he went by before, but I don't think it was. All fell down. And finally, Lauren Potts. So, I don't know. I don't know what Master Mask 2's real name is. Yeah. 98%, that's a shame. I've got one wrong so far before Greatest Attorney. Oh, I would have never got that. Kashi knew. Right. Bruce Fairplay? Is he Bruce? Yeah. I think I'll be... This is the game I most recently played. Quincy? Altamont? No, Quincy. This is the game I most recently played, so I think I'll be okay with this. Magnus Gilded. Nash Skulkin or Ringo? I don't know. Okay, it must be Ringo then. Yeah, they're another pair that I couldn't tell you the well, I can tell you the difference between, but I don't know which one is which. Balthazar Loon. Ayesa Nosa. Good pun name as well, and his kid Ido. Pepino? De Rossi? Okay, I was thinking maybe Pepino was a nickname he got. Rather than Wilhelm Siegfried or whatever. I'm glad I don't need the full name there. Okay. That is Venus. Good character, really enjoyed her. Ray Mim Bami. That would have been funny if I didn't remember her name out of all of them. Kazuma. Gina Lestrade. Barry Keaton, another great name. And he just looks like he's called Barry as well, doesn't he? Esmeralda Castells. Is it Esmeralda? I did not know that. I just always read it as Esmeralda. Beppo. Or Sandwich. Clint Van Zeeks. William Shamstein. Albert Herbrain. Maria Gory. Okay, just 41 left. I'm quite happy with what I've done so far. It's just, I was never going to get... I forgot his name again. Whatever he's called. Mask to Mask 2. I wonder if I did Iris Van Zeeks, would that have worked? Herlock Sholmes. Selden? That's the bad guy, right? That lived in Natsumi's flat. Right. 10. Many memos. Yep. June. Garadeb. Satoru Usunaga. That was a guy that I really expected to end up being a villain, but just was a great guy. Adron? Adron? Oh, I was not confident in that. Patricia. Yeah, I really expected Hosonaga to end up being a... Or just Mason Milverton. Do I have to... Oh. Do I have to write Mason Milverton? No. Yeah, I really expected Hosonaga to be a villain. I was shocked when he just ended up being a great guy. I really thought I would have popped up as Giselle Brett, because that's what you really knew her as for most of it, but I suppose that is her real name. You're Olive Green's bloke. Buddy Faith keeps coming to my head, but that's obviously not. That's the guy that died in Turnabout Visitor. Oh, you're Duncan Ross. How have I remembered that? Oh, thought I was jumping the gun in my celebration there. Maelstrom Heart? Okay, yeah. Oh, I guess they want sandwich this time, right? Villain? Or shit. A guy that I thought a lot more what ended up happening with than just him being on the jury, which was funny, don't get me wrong. Shinshiro Jigoku, yeah. Genshin Asugi, yeah. I thought they'd have done a lot more with that just by the fact that he turned up at all. I suppose that was for Herlock to accuse you of being him, if I remember right. But then when he popped up on the jury, I thought he'd end up being involved in something, you know, more than that. But it was funny. So that would be Nash then. Skulkin. And that is Curio Korakuta. Is that right? Yeah. Takatsuchi? Ouchie. Oh my goodness, okay. Biff Stroganov. It could have been chicken as well. Ashley Milverton. Or Graydon. Or at Eggard Benedict. Toby. Chief Inspector Toby, that is. So Seki Natsumi. Yeah, I didn't know until recently it was based off of a real person who actually did, you know, spend that time in London, and when they asked the family if they could use his likeness in the game, the family said do whatever you want with him as long as you make it so that he hates England, and that's just fantastic to me. Barack? I don't know why it took me a second to think of that. Daily Vigil. Okay, I think, unless someone comes up that I don't know, I think I've only gonna have missed one this entire game between all 4 games, which really makes it even more annoying that I forgot. Well, not that I forgot. I was never gonna get Mask to Mask 2's real name. If only. So that's it. That's your answer for the most forgettable character in the history of Ace Attorney, right? Fabienne de... No. Fabienne de... So. Yep. Okay. So, 100% in Great Ace Attorney. 98 in Investigations, with Kashi Nu being the only guy that I didn't get, and I would have never got it with infinite amount of time. 100% in the sequel trilogy and 100% in the original trilogy. I'm pretty damn happy with that, just really frustrated at Kashi Nu from Investigations. Like, that's annoying, but what can you do? I'll take that for sure. So I did the maths there, and I ended up with a score of 274 out of 275 characters. I also did a bit of thinking, and Chicken Stroganoff was never mentioned in it, which means there's a decent chance there's some other characters that weren't mentioned. Chances are I would have got them too, but there's a very good chance there's some character that I wouldn't have got, and that's why I also didn't remember him to bring him up with Chicken Stroganoff. So, yeah, that was a lot of fun. If anyone gets all 275, let me know, because remembering Kashi Nu might need to put you in some kind of, like, award. Like, I don't know how anyone would remember that guy. He got to be the most forgettable person. But yeah, if you got this far, thanks a lot for watching. I don't really expect anyone to watch this. I just kind of want somewhere to put my passion for this series, and I might make more videos whether anyone watches or not. But yeah, I hope everyone has a good day, and I'll see you potentially soon.